Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Menaero and welcome back at last to some brand new Minecraft PS4 edition, our first ever episode in the year 2015. I'm back guys, as I'm sure most of you are aware, especially if you watched any of the last 4 episodes, because I think I talked about in every single one of those. They were all pre-recorded before I left. I've actually been away for 2 weeks, or it actually technically ended up being 2.5 weeks, because my flight got delayed then cancelled, but never mind that. We're not going to go into that detail. So this is the first time we are back with a fresh brand new video after my holiday. I had a great time. I hope you guys all had a fantastic holiday period, whatever you did to celebrate the New Year, Christmas, or whatever you celebrate over this time of year. I'd love to hear about it. So be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Let me know, did you go anywhere? Did you do anything exciting or cool or anything different? Or did you just do what I did and relax with family? I had a pretty quiet holiday, just caught up with my friends and family and relaxed. And I got to admit, I missed this. I missed being in this wonderful world. I did play some Minecraft while I was away, but I didn't play too much. And the reason for that, as I'm sure you're all aware, especially since I received several comments about it, is that while I was gone, the big horse update came out. The 1.6.4 patch for consoles has been released, so we're now running on a newer version of Minecraft. There's all kinds of things that have been added. There's blocks that have been added, like clay and hardened clay. There's redstone blocks, hay bales, which I want to decorate our barn with, as I mentioned last time we left off. We got hoppers finally, which I've been talking about using for ages. So there's lots of new stuff to check out, and of course, the big feature of the update, hence the nickname, the horse update, is horses, mules, and donkeys have been added, and we can actually go and saddle one up and ride them around. Name tags have also been added, which you can find in dungeons, which means we will actually be officially able to name Clarice Clarice. So he'll have a little name tag above his head saying Clarice, and everyone will know it's him. I think by now we all know who Clarice is, but it'll be nice to have it official and in-game, right above his head saying Clarice. The thing is, we actually have to find a name tag. Now, I'm not sure whether there was any retro generation. By that I mean whether dungeons that already existed have had things like name tags added to their chests, or whether you have to find new ones. If you know anything about that, let me know. We may have to go on the hunt for a new dungeon and try to find ourselves some name tags in the future. But before we worry about any of that, guys, let's look around at our world, at what we left off doing, and also what I've done while I was away. I did have my PlayStation on me, and I did play a little bit of Minecraft, but I didn't want to play too much and run into any of the new things or do anything new without you guys. So I basically just touched up already existing things and projects we were working on. So the first thing is, I cleaned up our inventory. It was a complete mess when we last left off. We now have like building blocks in here. We got sand, cobblestone, dirt, gravel. I went for a bit of a mine, so I got a bit more of that. I've also just kept our knickknacks in here. We got food and stuff like that as well. We got wheat, which we might be using today. Over here, I decided to put the more natural material. Well, I say natural, and then there's rails and iron bars in there. But I think you get what I mean. It's like the building materials, but not just the basic building blocks, if that makes any sense. And then this chest is still kind of our valuables and stuff like that. As I mentioned, I went mining, so we actually have 10 diamonds now. I got another emerald, I got some more iron ore, and I got some more gold ore, a little bit more coal. Clarice, oh, I've missed you, buddy. I have missed you. The cravings were strong while I was away to play some Minecraft, but as I said, I held off from doing so because I didn't want to spoil anything for myself. I wanted to wait until I could record with you guys and we can check out some of the new features. Anyway, Clarice, have fun in here. We are going to head out and look at some other things I worked on, and I guess the big one some of you may be wondering about is the library. The last couple episodes we were working on it, didn't quite get it finished off, so I decided to do that while I was away. So let's go check it out, and I think it turned out alright. The roof looks a little bit weird. I put some windows in to give it a nice, light, airy feel. The other thing I've done, as you may notice, is there are glowstone blocks everywhere. I did a quick little run into the nether and collected some more materials, and I have put up more glowstone torches everywhere, just to illuminate the area and get that kind of street light feeling going, and I think it's coming along nicely, but we'll look at those in a minute. The big thing is, the library. Still doesn't have a door. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. There was some suggestions to have the single door here in the middle and have glass around it. That might be an idea. I haven't decided yet, but let's go inside and take a look at it. Look at this. I think it turned out pretty darn cool. I also think I probably went a bit overboard with it. I mentioned when we started building it that I didn't want it to be like super big or fancy, and I think it turned out exactly that. I think it turned out a bit more extravagant than I actually intended it to be. I still have to finish off putting the bookshelves in, obviously, because I have not got enough at the moment to be able to do that. I put some more glowstone in the floor, so we come up here, and here is our enchanting table. So let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you want us to add any additions to it. I was pretty much going to leave it at this and just finish off the bookshelves, because I think that looks pretty darn cool. I'm fairly happy with how it turned out. Maybe we should put some windows on the front, or do the idea of having glass and then the door. I'm not really sure. That is up to you guys. You guys leave me suggestions below like you always do. I'll check them out and we will figure something out. The next thing to show you guys is our farm, which I have been working on. I decided to just deal with the crops basically while I was on holiday and just get more crops planted. I also haven't checked out our villages for a while. I'm also don't have an axe. I also don't have an axe. Cannot speak English today. So let's get ourselves an... what are we missing, actually? So we need an axe. I made a fresh sword because I know that broke when I was killing some cows. We need an axe and we need a shot. We'll just make an axe for now. So let's get the sticks. Let's get our iron ingots here. Cloris, get down from that chest. What are you up to? Get off it. I don't know what... He's obsessed with standing on things. He really is. He really is obsessed with standing on things. So let's grab ourselves an axe here. Let's put that stuff back in there, and that way we can go check on the villages. I haven't expanded the village or anything yet. I just want to check if they're all still there, and if we have any new ones, because I did put up a few extra doors. I'm just not sure. Put that fence down. I also haven't put any fence gates in yet, because apparently, from what I got told, they can use fence gates. So I'm worried they'll run off. I mean, with the amount of houses we have now, they shouldn't run off. But I'm just going to be a little bit extra cautious until we expand this area some more. How are you doing today, sir? What do you trade? You trade an emerald and gravel for 3 flint. That is a ripoff. I could just bust that gravel and get 10 flint. That is... Hey, where are you going? Come back here, sir. Come back here. I want to talk to you. Paper for emerald. That's one of the trades we did in the past. I don't think I have much paper at the moment, so we won't be able to do another one of those. We got the blacksmith over here. Do you have anything new? No. 10 emeralds for an iron chest. I kind of want to do that trade just so maybe we can unlock another trade on him. But it is quite expensive. 10 emeralds. That is a price to pay. We also got books and paper for emerald over here. There's a lot of these librarians. Books for emeralds there. I think maybe it's because the librarians bred. More paper there. And emeralds for a leather cap. Okay, who's inside here? How many of you are in here? I'll get my sword out in case. I'm pretty sure this is illuminated enough that nothing should spawn. Are you another one? Or are you the same one? He's the same one. Okay, so we still only have one blacksmith. That is fine. What we might do is we might knock down some of the sugarcane and get ourselves some more emeralds, and we'll see how many we're working with. We might do that trade with him. I know it's an expensive price to pay just for an iron chest, but I think it'll be worth it in case we unlock a better trade from him. Not really sure. It's a bit of a gamble. It's like playing the poke machines. We could get anything, but it could also be a good trade. We could end up being able to get diamonds or something from him. So we'll check that out in a little bit. Before we do, our farm, guys. Look at this. Everything's grown so much. We got more potatoes and more carrots in here. We got our melons and stuff. I got more soul sand and filled out the rest of the nether wart. We have more potatoes and carrots. We have tons of wheat and we have the street lights again. Awesome. I think it's looking pretty good right about now. It's looking nice and full. Another thing that someone suggested was to set up a... Whoa. That's the chime of a dungeon. There could be a dungeon around here we might need to investigate. Could just be from the ravine below where we've already uncovered the dungeon. Could be worth checking out though. Might be worth checking out. I haven't done anything extra to the barn except fence this area off here and get rid of the bed, because this is where we are going to keep our horses when we go and gather ourselves one. And I've been breeding the animals a little bit more so that I could harvest them more. And I think that is about it, guys. That is about everything I wanted to show you and all the little updates I have for you. The library is finished. The farm is finished. I guess there's some space here. We can probably plant some more stuff. And we have streetlights up everywhere. Like I said, I didn't do too much, didn't get too crazy because I wanted to be able to experience all the new stuff that's been added with you guys. And I think our big objective now is to take a bit of a break from all the building and that they've been working on, and I think it is to find ourselves a horse. I think that's probably the best thing to do, is find ourselves a horse. They are the huge new feature that has been added that we can ride around in our world. So we're going to go on a bit of an adventure and try to find one, but before we do that, hoppers and hay bales are two things that I've mentioned several times that I wanted to use in building and setting up like a automated smelting system and stuff like that. So we are going to try and figure that out today before we go on the hunt for a horse, aren't we, Clarice? Yes, we are, buddy. Yes, we are. Okay, I've been spending too much time with my friend who's just had a little baby boy, and now I'm doing baby talk to Clarice. That is weird. Okay, so what do we need? What do we need to get started? First of all, let's make a bunch of hay bales, and while we're here, we might just have a look at some of the new recipes. I know that we can also make fireworks, so I'd be interested to make those, and here they are right here. So to make fireworks, we need, how do you make these? Fireworks star. Is that's not gunpowder, is it? No, because gunpowder's a different shape. Huh, or maybe it's something in here, like grey wool or something. No, it's not grey wool. Okay, so we obviously need red wool, but what was that other component we needed? Huh, I'm not really sure. We could also make a daylight sensor, which will activate a redstone signal during the day, so you can use it to, you know, close the door at night and then open it during the day. Beacons have been added, which require a nether star, and I believe the only way to get a nether star is to actually kill the wither. And the beacons will actually give you like buffs when you're near them. There's so much cool stuff. Redstone lamps have been added. Now that I think about it, I kind of want to make some redstone lamps rather than glowstone. If we break glowstone, we get all of it back, don't we, to make the full blocks. So what we might do is we might break the glowstone in the library and make some redstone lamps out of it instead, because it could look a little bit cooler and suit that kind of enchanting mystic theme of the library. So we want to break these ones here, I guess, and we should get 4 from that. Yeah, and that's enough to make more. Okay, perfect. Well, let's knock these out, and this is the first thing we'll do. We're already getting distracted by new stuff, but I like the look of the redstone lamps, so I want to put some in here. Do they require a redstone signal? No, they shouldn't, should they? Huh. Maybe they do. We're about to find out. We're about to find out. A lot of this is all new to me. So let's check this out. Let's make some of these lamps. Put them in our library. Then we'll get on to making a hopper and some hay bales and stuff like that. It should be awesome. So we need redstone as well, which is in, yeah, so let's grab that redstone out there. First thing we need to do is make the blocks again that we just destroyed, and I've done it again where I can't actually remember where they are. They're in here. I can never remember where the glowstone is. I think it would be in decoration personally, but I think we had this issue before where I couldn't find it in decoration. Oh, look, I see hay, guys. I see hay bales. Let's make a whole bunch of those. As many as we can. Okay, we got 17 hay bales. Fantastic. Alright, alright. Where are you, glowstone? Oh, and here's all the different clays we can make now, so you can stain clay. That is so cool. So many new blocks to play with. It is awesome. It's all fresh and fun and exciting again. Okay, so where the hell is the glowstone? Oh, it was with torches, wasn't it? There it is. I thought so. That's right. I always screw it up. So we got 5 of those. We should have got 6. Okay, got 1 random glowstone in there, so hopefully we have enough. Unless I just didn't pick one up, I missed it somehow. Never mind, we should have enough, hopefully. So let's get all that glowstone. Now what we need to do is we need to find those redstone lamps again, which are... Oh, I've already lost track of them. Were they in here somewhere? Where were you? Redstone lamps. Oh, you can use gunpowder for the fireworks star too. I don't know what that one is there. See how it almost looks like a fireworks star anyway? I don't know, that's a little bit weird. So let's get our gunpowder. And did I get rid of all the red rose? I may have gotten rid of a lot of that red rose when we made the red carpet. Okay, well, let's go find ourselves... I know I'm getting distracted yet again, but I really want to make some of this new stuff. I really want to set off some fireworks to celebrate the first episode of 2015. So let's find some red roses here. Oh, I see some already. We don't have to go very far. I really should just make my own little garden, which I think I said in the past I was planning on doing. So that should be nice. Are there any more out here? Okay, so I don't see any more that are close. I saw some off in the distance, but that should be fine. Let's head back quickly. Let's make ourselves some fireworks. Let's set them off to celebrate this new episode in a new year. I'm going to fall in the water if I keep going that way. Then, let's make ourselves some redstone lamps, some hoppers, and test out some of the cool new stuff that's been added. Okay, so fireworks star. What have I done? Oh, what just happened? Do I actually have to make these? Fireworks star. Well, let's make 4 of those. I don't know what just happened. The inventory changed to like a proper PC inventory where you actually had to put the items in yourself. But I thought, oh, I then need paper. And we don't have any paper. Which means I need to go grab some of that sugarcane. God damn. Running all over the place today. I'm also hungry. Better just get out of Clarice's eyesight because I'm actually eating a pork chop. And I don't think he would appreciate that. Alright, I'm going to go knock down some of this sugarcane, which I should have done before because I wanted to do that trade. And then we'll get the darn fireworks made. I'm back once again, Clarice. He's probably getting sick of me running in and out, slamming the door behind me all the time. Okay, now we want to make 4 of these, so that is more than enough. Firework rocket. Oh, this is weird that I have to put it in like this. Never had to do that before. Why didn't that work? Why did that not work? Okay, let me check that recipe again. What's going on here? Why can't I make fireworks? What? It's just gunpowder. Well, what's this firework star that I made? Oh, maybe that's just a different type of firework. Ah, okay. I think it's just I thought you had to make the firework star to make the firework, but the firework is just paper and gunpowder, and then you get a firework. So let's grab as many of those as we can. Clarice, this is going to be glorious. Alright, before we go anywhere else, let's convert all of this into paper, actually. We'll see how much we have and see if we can do a trade. Looks like we'll probably be able to do maybe just 1 trade, probably not 2. Let's put the wheat back in there, sugarcane back in there, hay bales we want to keep on us. Alright, now, let's set off these fireworks. Okay, so, this is a firework star. I'm not really sure whether it works like a firework. We're about to find out. Let's see. No. Okay. Alright, that's not doing anything. Fair enough. Well, let's set off a firework rocket. What just happened? What just happened? I didn't even see the firework go off. Let's try that again. Where the hell did the fireworks go? That's the most lackluster firework I think I've ever seen. Wait, they're not leaving my inventory. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. They're not exploding. I thought they were meant to go up and explode. Maybe it's because it's daytime? No, I'm pretty sure you can set them off in the daytime. They're just disappearing like halfway in the air. Maybe they're bugged or something, or are they meant to do that? I'm not really sure. That was probably the most lackluster fireworks display I've ever seen to celebrate the new year. Like, woo, 2015. Wow. We're going to hold on to those anyway, in case we do need to use them at nighttime. Alright, before we get distracted again, let's make these darn redstone lamps quick as possible and go place them in. There they are right there. So let's make 6 of them. Got 6 redstone lamps. It's starting to get dark, so we'll be able to test the fireworks theory in a second. Let's go place these down first, and then let's get our automated little smeltery system up and running with the newly added hoppers that I want to check out. Hopefully nothing nasty spawn in here because it's dark. Yeah, I think these do need a redstone signal to work, unfortunately, which means I'm going to have to set up some sort of circuitry or something underneath there. Maybe set up some levers with some redstone running underneath to each of them. Or just levers underneath them could work too. We might do that. We had 6, so we need to make 6 levers. So let's get ourselves cobblestone. I'm just going to do it very simple, and we're just going to use levers. That's a very, very easy way of doing it. Before we do that, it's gotten a bit darker. Let's test out our fireworks now. No, they just disappeared again. What is going on here? Fireworks. Woo! Just completely let me down. I feel so let down by that. I was all hyped for these fireworks and they did that. Let me know if you're playing on the PS4 edition, if you're having issues with the fireworks doing that, or is that unique to me? Because that seems a little bit odd. Okay, levers, levers, levers. Let's also make these darn hoppers while we're here before I forget again. We need iron to make those, not whatever the hell I was looking for in that chest. Hopefully that is enough iron. So, hoppers, brand new item I've been wanting to play with. Then we'll go put the hay bales in as well. What else do we need? We also need chests. So, let's get some wood here. We'll use, no, actually, we'll save the jungle wood and we'll use up some of the spruce wood that we have here. So let's convert some of that. So we need to make 3 hoppers for what I want to do. So let's get 1, 2, and then we can make a 3rd one, and then I need to make... Did we put any over in the blacksmith already? We'll double check that before I make any more. I believe we do have a crafting table over there. I'll take the wood with me just in case we don't. Now we can make the hoppers. No, we can't. Yes, we can. It looked like it was still grayed out because of the symbol. It looks weird. We also have dispensers that have been added as well, which is pretty cool. We got all this redstone stuff. I really don't know that much about the whole redstone mechanic, so I want to look into that before I start trying to fiddle around with any of it. Because these comparators and repeaters send out like time pulses and signals and all kinds of crazy electronic systems. I have no idea how to function. Should we make levers or should we just make redstone torches? Let's just make redstone torches. Let's make 6 of them. We got our 3 hoppers. Alright, let's put our cobblestone back in there. Let's put that back in there. Iron back in there. I think I put something in there I don't know. We'll just leave it for now. It is fine. Cloris, did you escape? No, there he is. He is all good. Okay. Let's go and get the redstone torches put in to start with. Then we will go and see if we can set up this bit of an automated system with our hoppers so that our smelting will be automated. That is the plan, to get our smelting automated. So what I want to do here, I'm guessing, is I want to go underneath and place... Yeah, there we go. Place a torch underneath. And where did that wood go? Oh god, it's down there. Ugh, got to drop in. Okay, dirt there. Wood right here, and you wouldn't even know there was a torch under there. Cool. So let's just get this done for all of them, and we will have lights back up and running in our library. And that is the last one. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks a whole lot nicer. It looks a little bit different to the torches outside. So I think that's looking good. We have redstone lamps in our library. Awesome. That turned out pretty cool. I do like that. It's a little bit annoying that it needs a redstone signal, but that is fine. Easily solved. Now, on to our blacksmith's hut. Do we have... No, we do not. So let's say, do we have ourselves a chest in here? It looks like we do not. We don't have a crafting table either. So what am I doing? Close the door. We'll make both of those things really quickly here. So first things first, let's make ourselves a crafting table. We'll just whack it in that corner. Now we're going to need to start with, I think, 3 chests. So let's get 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, 3 chests. Now, I've never done this before, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out or how it's going to work. I'm thinking I want to use this space here. Maybe I'm not sure how much room I need. And the idea is that we'd have... just trying to think here. Okay, so the idea is that you have the furnace there. We can fix this up later if it looks horrible. You then have one of the hoppers underneath with a chest there. Is that connecting? No, so I think I need to get that to connect to the chest. So get that hopper back. And it connects... How do I crouch again? Oh god, I've pressed the wrong button. Okay, so that's connecting. What that'll do is when an item is cooked... I didn't mean to do that. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons today. What that'll do... I did it again, guys. Alright, dude, get out of here. Is when an item is cooked, that should pull it out of the furnace, and it should go straight into the chest, I think. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, this is my first time trying this, so I'm a little bit unsure of myself here. The next step is, just trying to think again. I know you got to have coal in one chest, and then you put your metals in another chest. In fact, let's go grab our coal and metals really quickly while I rack my brain and try to remember how to do this. And it's just this little automated system that made smelting some stuff up a lot easier, because you just dump all your ores into one chest and it all goes through automatically. So let's get ourselves the whole stack, because probably going to use it all. And let's take over all our gold and iron here. Let's also take over our ingots as well, and we'll start storing them over in that building, I think, for now. Will be a good idea, so we can come over there and it can be our proper blacksmith. We get some use out of it. It's got the anvil there. We got the enchanting table right across from it. Should be awesome. Alrighty. So, ingots go in here. That's our final product right in there. And I think I may have remembered how to do this. Okay, so hopper now goes on the side of the furnace. So hopper there. Now on top of this hopper, we put a chest. So that's the hopper, chest there. Okay. Okay, bear with me. Need to get rid of that torch. So we got another hopper goes on there. And another chest goes up there, which I can't open now because that's in the way. So what I need to really do is knock this down a level and have that in the ground or something. What we'll do for now, though, just temporarily, is just knock a hole there. That is fine. Okay. Let's see if this works, guys. That is our contraption. So, the idea is that the top chest is where you put your ore, chest on the side is where you put your coal, and everything comes out the bottom. Fingers crossed this works. I've never tested this before. So, let's get the coal to start with, and let's put it in here. It's being drawn out. Is it going in the right spot? It is. Oh, it is. Okay, so up here, let's then put our gold and our iron, and they're being drawn out. Oh, and it's cooking. It's cooking. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Is it going to go into the bottom chest? Is it going to go into the bottom? And it did. Oh, yes. It works, guys. It works. Oh, that has made me so darn happy to get that up and running. And we have an auto smelting setup in our blacksmith, guys, in vanilla Minecraft. How cool is that? How freaking awesome is that? I'm really happy that that worked. We got gold smelting up. We're going to have our iron going through as well, which has already gone into the hopper. So it's sitting right in the hopper there. I know technically I don't have to have these chests because I can just dump items in the hopper. They do have their own inventory, but I kind of like the look of it like that anyway. A very basic setup, but there is an automated smelting system in vanilla Minecraft. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest. I play a lot of modded Minecraft on PC, so I'm used to having like crazy machines and that let you do automation, but being able to do it in vanilla Minecraft has just blown me away and made me super happy. I'm loving that. We'll have to fix it up a little bit in the future so that we can access that chest a little bit better, or just get rid of that chest and we can just dump our raw materials straight into there. Probably easier. I am darn happy about that. Looks like the sun is setting again. What we're going to do is we are going to go sleep really quickly. We're going to go put these hay bales in our farm and make a trade for an emerald, and maybe trade some of those emeralds for a iron chest plate to see if we unlock a new trade. Then unfortunately I'm going to have to wrap this episode up after we've done those few final things, guys. It's great to be back. 2015. Hopefully it's going to be an awesome, awesome year of Minecraft on the channel. I'm really, really excited for it. So hopefully you guys are excited as well. Let's put our wood in there. Gunpowder back in there. Let's put our redstone in there. So we got the hay bales and we have our paper. I think that's all we need. Also killed a pesky enderman and got an ender pearl there. We've got our diamonds too. I think we've got everything. We just needed the hay bales and pay. Oh no, we needed those emeralds, which we have 20 of. So let's take 10 of those to make the trade. That's fine. We've got everything else. Let's head over to the little village and let's head over to our farm and get these final things done before we wrap up today. Alrighty, hello villagers. I am back, guys. That guy was trying to make a break for it. He saw me coming. He's like, Master's here. We can get free. Alright, blacksmith, where are you? Is this you? Are you in your little house? I love the fact that they're using their houses too. That is cool. That's really, really cool. Hello. Blacksmith, there you are. Alright, buddy, it's an expensive trade, but, oh god, I didn't even unlock anything new. Damn it. That was an expensive trade just for an iron chestplate. Speaking of which, how is my iron chestplate? That's right, we enchanted it, and we didn't get the we didn't get the fire resist, we got thorns. It's never hurts to have a spare chestplate around, that's fine. I think we already have a spare one, though, now that I've said that. Okay. Next step is, let me just grab that really quickly. There might be some in the water here I missed too. It's probably despawned by now. That was ages ago, wasn't it? There we go. Yep, okay. Well, let's go put the hay bales in, and I think next episode, guys, our hunt for a horse will get underway. Maybe also find a dungeon while we're out traveling around and get ourselves some name tags. Wheat, I threw down, that's not wheat, that's sugarcane. I was going to rhyme a little tune there for no reason. Alright, so what I want to do with this is I want to start filling the pens with it. So we got 17, so let's just, I should have made a shovel, but we're going to do this by fist. That's 2, 3, 4, and that is 17 there. So let's get the, oh, I don't want it like that. Oh, it's ruined it, because it's all going to break apart. We want to do it like that. Yeah, that's better. And we want to put the hay bales in the ground, so it looks like the pen has a nice straw floor for the animals to stand on, because when you go to a stables, especially like a horse stables, they always just standing around on straw. So that's the idea. We'll fill all of this with straw, except maybe the sheep pen, because I'm pretty sure the sheep need grass to be able to eat to get their coats back, and we obviously want them for their coats. So it's done, guys. There we go. Bales of hay have started being put into the barn. We have a ton of wheat we can harvest to put more in there. That is not a problem. The library is pretty much finished off besides a few books. Made a trade with the villagers, got our automated smelting system set up, which we are quickly going to check on its progress. And then, unfortunately, I'm all out of time for today, so we're going to wrap the video up. Next episode, as I said just before, we're going on the hunt for a horse. I haven't seen any around, which is a little bit weird, because this is like a plains biome, and horses love plains biomes. That might have something to do with us playing on an old world with the update. I'm not really sure. I do know that some people mentioned if you use this seed with the update, you actually get a different spawn. So we might check that out in another video as well. Maybe just create a new world with this seed and see what's changed in the update. Anyway, let's have a quick look. The iron is going through, the gold is all done, the automation is working perfectly, and that means that it's time to wrap the video up, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for all the support over the last few months with this series and with the channel. The growth has been absolutely overwhelmingly insane. When I went away for my 2 weeks, I decided to take a break from everything, including replying to comments and stuff like that. I said to myself, okay, I'll reply to all the comments when I get back. Grave mistake. You guys left me like almost 100 comments in the last 2.5 weeks, which was crazy. Absolutely crazy. For those of you wondering where the 4,000 subscriber Q&A answer video is, if you watched the questions video, that'll be coming up in a day or two. I didn't have time to record it before I left, unfortunately. And what's insane to think is that was a month ago, and we're already approaching 5,000 subscribers. It means the world to me, guys. I love doing this. I love making videos, and you guys being as supportive as you are makes it all worthwhile. 2015, gonna be an awesome, awesome year. Got some fun stuff planned. Thanks so much for watching. I'm rambling, so I'm gonna go now. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.